Welcome to RM and more. If you live football with passion, and Real Madrid feels like home, you're in the right place. News, passion, pure football. Let's go. At FC Barcelona, the figure of Marc-André Ter Stegen has gone, in just 2 years, from being a model of absolute commitment to the club to becoming the central figure in one of the most high-profile clashes between a player and the board during Joan Laporta's presidency. To understand the magnitude of this story, we have to go back to August 2023. At that time, Ter Stegen renewed his contract until 2028. It wasn't just any renewal. The goalkeeper agreed to defer a significant part of his salary, allowing the club to register his backup, Iñaki Peña, in La Liga. This gesture was seen as an act of generosity and commitment, further cementing his image as one of the team's great leaders. Fans, the press, and even Laporta himself hailed him as an example of professionalism and loyalty to the badge. But what seemed like a solid and long-lasting relationship changed dramatically in August 2025. During pre-season, Barcelona needed to register new goalkeepers due to squad issues. However, Ter Stegen refused to sign the medical clearance required for that registration to go through. The exact reason for his refusal wasn't made public at first, but inside the club, it was interpreted as a lack of cooperation and as a move to gain leverage in internal negotiations. The board's response was immediate and harsh. They opened a disciplinary file against him and stripped him of the captain's armband, handing it to Uruguayan defender Ronald Araujo. This was a huge symbolic blow, as the armband represented leadership and the trust placed in him by both teammates and the club. The conflict quickly escalated. People close to the goalkeeper publicly claimed that there was a smear campaign being orchestrated against him from within the club. They insisted Ter Stegen had done nothing wrong, and was simply defending his rights as an employee. The Spanish Footballers Association and the German Players Union came to his defense, accusing Barcelona of treating one of its historic captains in a degrading and unfair way. The situation hit the media, becoming a constant topic in sports shows and debates. On one side, there were those who supported the goalkeeper's stance, arguing that the club shouldn't force him to sign a document without his full consent. On the other, some believed that, as captain, Ter Stegen had the responsibility to put the team's interests first and cooperate in a critical moment of the season. Either way, the relationship between the goalkeeper and the board was completely broken. The tension could be felt in training sessions, press conferences, and inside the dressing room. However, just a few weeks later, an unexpected twist occurred. After several private meetings between the player and the club's leadership, an agreement was reached. Ter Stegen finally agreed to sign the medical clearance, allowing the registration of new goalkeepers. In return, Barcelona closed the disciplinary case and restored his captaincy. The reconciliation wasn't sealed only in the boardroom. Laporta and Ter Stegen had dinner together, a public gesture meant to show unity to both fans and the media. The final chapter of this story was written at the Joan Gamper Trophy. That day, Ter Stegen walked out onto the pitch as first captain, receiving a loud ovation from the crowd at the Estadi Olympic Luis Companys. It was an image meant to leave weeks of tension behind and project stability ahead of the official season kickoff. Still, those who follow the club closely know that the relationship between Ter Stegen and the board is no longer the same. This episode has left scars and shown just how quickly the narrative around a player can change, even one as respected as him. In modern football, admiration and criticism are separated by the thinnest of lines. One day, you're the hero in the dressing room, the next, you're at the center of the storm. Ter Stegen knows this better than anyone,